All right, we got to talk. I was putting stock on my website I self-publish a comic, so I'm adding stock to the website, and I got I'm watching some YouTube, and it's on autoplay, and this voice that I don't recognize, and this face I don't recognize is on my phone screen, and I'm like, what is this? What is he talking about? Do I care? But before I could click off of it, I look at the title, and it's An Honest Defense of Andy Signore. I recognize the name. I remember a while back some degenerate in Hollywood got popped for being a degenerate, and then immediately after a YouTuber, Andy Signore, got popped for being a degenerate, and it ruined his life. Absolutely destroyed his life. And I just thought that was the end of it. Again, I didn't follow honest trailers and the people behind the scenes. I knew nothing about them really except for maybe names here and there. So I thought it was a degenerate that got popped, and then that's the end of it. Life goes on. Well, this video, it was an eye-opener, and holy shit, it was interesting. Now, I'm not going to pretend like I don't know for a fact that he's not just some guy sitting in his room like a normal YouTuber making this video. I am not that dumb. And this isn't a slight against him. I don't know the guy. I don't have a dog in this fight. I don't know the guy or the girl that ruined his life. I don't know either one of them. I don't personally care about either one of them. I'm not friends with either one of them. But I'm smart enough to know that he's probably got a team behind him. He's got a monitor that is reading carefully off the script. It doesn't mean the script is not how he feels. It doesn't mean it's not honest, but he's facing something very serious. He needs to go over the facts, not stutter, not stammer. He needs to have a look of confidence. So he's probably got a team going over all this with him, like a damage control team. Now, with that being said, it looks like he has damning evidence that the girl that ruined his life, I think there's like two of them specifically, were lying. Not only just lying, but over-exaggerating and re-exaggerating certain events. Like one main event, to kick it off, she said, oh, he tricked me at a con, and we were supposed to go to a party, and it was just his hotel room, and you know, it goes on from there. Well, here he shows bulletproof proof that she knew. Not only she was coming over to be a groupie, you know, there was flirting back and forth, and it is the flirting that is common. You're trying to feel someone out and not actually feel someone out. I think you can go to jail for that. That's a joke. I know you can go to jail for that, but you don't just literally feel some random stranger out. I mean, figuratively, you're trying to feel out this new girl as a guy, new girl you're talking to. Well, as a girl too. You guys, everyone knows what I'm talking about, where you're trying to feel them out to see if they're interested in you. So you drop some playful hints that you're interested in something that is more sexual or not just friends or yada, yada, yada. She gets all the signs, and it's there in black and white, the evidence, a whole log of text messaging that she knew it wasn't a trap, it wasn't a setup, it wasn't a trick. And he has an overabundance of evidence. He even mentions that he sued the company Defy. I'm pretty sure it was Defy. And when his lawyers unleashed this mountain of evidence to them, their faces were just like, oh, we are screwed. And guess what? They settled. They settled like a week ago or 2 weeks ago because they knew they lost. He had all this evidence and proving the girl or girls, I don't know if it was just one or two. It was definitely two involved, but they were straight lying. Now, here's the thing. Did this guy cheat on his wife? Yes. I don't care. I don't know if you care about that, if you're a fan of him, if that changes your perspective of him. I don't care because he didn't marry me. And another reason, most people who give a shit about cheating, you've cheated on someone in your life before. So don't give me that, you're perfect bullshit. And when it comes to him dating a fan, again, this is a gray area because it's not just dating a fan. It's also dating someone who wants to be interested in this. So if you get two YouTubers who are dating, are they dating fans even if the YouTubers are fans of each other? No, that's just stupid. So this girl apparently ended up, after booting him out, she ended up using him to get to where the jobs he created. I don't know what to call them because I think there's a few different ones, but you get what I'm saying. I'm going to group them all into one main thing. He brings her around. He met her at the con, then he brought her around. He got her working on things, and then when she got him kicked out and ruined his life, she was working for them after. You know what I'm saying? So she is in the industry, not just a fan. Maybe she started as a fan. It's up for you to decide if that's a gray area that you're going to hold against this guy. Again, I want to be clear here. I personally don't give a shit. Now, was he flirty or whatever? It doesn't matter. Anymore, it seems like if you're flirty or if you're trying to see if a girl is interested in you, we're getting to a dangerous place where before it was just the really, you guys know who it is. Like, I'm real good at figuring out signals. I've had numerous interactions with women, either texting, on the phone, in person, and I have never once got a signal wrong. Every time I moved in, I laid down the airstrike, I was always on target. Never once did I have a girl go, ooh, you know what? Just want to be friends, homie. Because they give you signals. However, I've known a few guys around the neighborhood that were terrible. I mean, terrible at signals. I remember a bar fight started because this dude was so bad at getting signals from women, and shit went downhill fast. Back in the day, it used to be those guys, the ones who were bad at signals or didn't care, who had money, or they were just shitheads. And they just thought, I'll just force or maybe make them uncomfortable. We've all known at least a guy or a type of guy who would be persistent to where it would be creepy. And then it's kind of like, did the girl just give in, or did did he win her over by the persistence? Nowadays, it's going beyond that. I don't give a shit if you're going after the assholes, because I am not an asshole. Not in that way. I'm definitely an asshole, but not in that way. I got signals. I'm on point with it. You don't need to look over here. I'm good with it. Go after the assholes. But nowadays, and this goes out to everyone, guy, girl, whoever you are, because nowadays it's getting to the point where you're not even allowed to feel out if a girl is interested. You say something that's a little too flirty, it's harassment. You do anything that's anything at all that hints at maybe you're interested, nope, you are the biggest piece of shit, pervert, weirdo, degenerate that's ever walked the earth. It is getting out of hand. Now, that is a side topic off of this main topic. The main topic and the main thing to get from this specifically, people, keep your motherfucking receipts. This guy's got the text logs, he's got emails, he's got pictures. He's got pictures of this chick naked in her birthday suit. Now, he covers him up. Even the face and everything, he covers him up all good. I suggest you definitely, if you're interested or if you were a fan of this guy, watch his full video. See what he has to say. Give him the chance. And I think we need to calm down a bit as a society. In America, it's crazy how people will stand up and say, believe all women. And the slogan sounds nice. It does. I would love if it was that simple. I want to live in that world, to just simply believe them because none of them would lie. But unfortunately, some of them lie. Some of them aren't honest. Some of them have other agendas. We can't blindly just believe. That doesn't mean we're not believing, or we're cold, or we point fingers, or we give them we don't give them the ability to come to whoever. I say come to us, but you know what I mean. Come to whoever they need to in certain situations. No, it should be simple. The person has a case. This guy did this, or this girl did that. You bring it forward, and then the powers who are behind, whether it's law, whether it's at work, they open an investigation, and they see all the available evidence, and then from that point on, we move forward. That does not mean you don't believe women. It is a unbiased process, which is something I can't fucking believe people can't comprehend. There's people out there who say, if you don't say or believe the saying, believe all women, if you don't say it, if you don't believe it, you are a piece of shit and there's something wrong with you. Those people can't comprehend. There's bias and emotion in that clouds the process. We need an unbiased process. What's the bias that clouds our judgment? I don't like people taking advantage of women. I have a lot of women in my life that are some of the most important people in my life. I'm raising a daughter. I don't want people to cross that line towards my daughter. I'll bury you. I'll fucking bury you in the backyard. I'm not even talking tough on the internet. You will fucking disappear. We have an emotional bias when people come with us, victims, they're hurt, weak, and I just mean in that moment or in that situation they were overpowered. It doesn't mean you're permanently weak. Anyway, the unbiased process is the proper investigation. And I can't believe people act like they're smart and they don't understand that, or they pretend like they're ignorant to that. We need an unbiased process, and that's what that is. It's not saying you don't believe women. It's not saying you're calling women liars. It's saying I'm taking the route of having an unbiased process, looking at all the evidence, any and all evidence we can gather. Now, again, keep your receipts. I would love to talk about multiple different things springboarding off this topic. I think there's a lot to learn. I think there's a lot to be terrified of, to be honest. Like I said, back in the day, you used to feel people out, figuratively, to get signals to see if you were interested. But nowadays, even just trying, you are fucking done. You know what I'm saying? Like, just even being interested, you are done. They're coming for you. Blood's in the water. So yeah, guys, gals, whatever, keep your receipts, be extra careful, and keep an open mind to the thought of what an unbiased process is. Again, it's not saying you're against women, you don't want to believe. It's not calling women liars. You need the proper process in place to take care of things. Anyway, with that being, and I'll tell you what, being, dragged out in the court of public opinion, it normally doesn't help much. Almost never helps. But I think this guy probably got a good settlement. I think this guy's probably going to become successful once he proves without a doubt, behind the scenes, that all his evidence is, because again, he did just fully blur all the pictures. That could be any naked body there. And he did just show black and white images, but obviously he's got all this going on that would be the final nail in his coffin if he was lying and this proof wasn't proof. But it does look like two girls who had an affair. Whether you call him a scumbag for that, they're just as guilty. You know what I mean? They were tangoing as well. But that's up for his wife to throw his ass out. Well, I know it was one girl. I don't know about the second girl. You're going to have to watch the video for the full details on that. And yeah, maybe he did. Maybe he was a major flirt. Maybe he was an asshole and we're having people all up on him and was like, yeah. Okay, fine. Knock him for that. Knock him for being a little... What is that even? Because I've met and known a lot of people, guys and girls alike, that popularity, money, the ego, the self-importance, it is sometimes overwhelming and gross. When we meet those people maybe years ago or in real life, we had, I don't know, it was something different. Nowadays, they're monsters and predators. Mostly for guys, I'd imagine. I've met a few chicks in my time that, Jesus, you talk about a predator. Holy fuck, Let's open up a little bit of dialogue. Put your thoughts and opinions in the comment box below, and for the love of God, save your receipts. All right. I'm done talking. It's your turn. I would love to hear what you have to say. And don't forget, check out this video. It's actually really interesting and really terrifying at the same fucking time.